NCAA Division II Central Regional Tournament. We have us today sitting from my right to left, number 12, Mattie Thompson from the University of Minnesota Duluth, Bulldog head coach Justin Wieck, and number 22, Drew Blair. We will open up with a statement from Coach Wieck, and then we'll open for questions from the audience. And when we do have questions, please remember to state your name and your affiliation. Coach?
All right, thanks. This is a great game by both teams. I got a ton of respect I have all week for Fort Hays and their coach and how hard their guys play. We knew it was going to be exactly like this. Tough, physical, super hard to score. That's what we saw last year in these regionals, and they're as good as anybody on the defensive end as we've seen. So, ton of credit to them. I thought our guys showed the same amount of toughness, just stayed with it, played super hard, stay in the moment, and just never give up. And that's what March is all about. Get that play there. Great pass by Drew. I know how much you probably wanted to shoot a game winner, but you see a guy wide open. That's what our team is all about. So it was 366 days ago. Our program didn't even have one NCAA tournament win. So every single one you get's a big deal. So I'm super proud of these guys, and move on to the next one tomorrow.
Okay, we'll open for questions if there are any. If not, I will lead it off then if there are no questions, but then we can get going. Mattie, walk us through that last play.
Yeah, so the last couple minutes of the game were pretty intense. I just did what I could do, which was at the time mostly on the defensive end. Guarding number 0 isn't an easy task, but just trying to stay in front of them and do what I could do, get rebounds, stay in front. And I don't know, we got into crunch time. Drew made a good drive, and I made a cut, and I saw the lane open at the basket, and I just did what I could do. So,
Drew, obviously you guys got off to a hot start, big lead, and then defensively things kind of changed a little bit. A little bit under your scoring average for the year. I'm sure you're going to take it, though, because you got the W. But tell us about the defensive intensity throughout the game, especially after the first 10 minutes of the first half.
Yeah, at this point, I think the only thing we care about is moving on. So, yeah, we got off to a hot start. Thought we just felt it out a little bit. We had multiple actions going, and then they just kind of bogged things down, clogged the lane up. I mean, we've seen a couple teams like this early in their couple rounds last year. We knew they're not going to back down. These guys are the number, 1 or 2 defensive team in the country. They've given up like 55 a game. So we knew by no means we were just going to run away from them all game. So we just kind of had to stick with it. Shot felt fine. We couldn't really get any to drop. Had a couple rattle out. Just got to put your head down and keep working. And then basically the second half was just an absolute war. So did what we could. Glad Mattie could finish it off for us.
And Coach, following that up, obviously again a hot start, and then defensively, really both teams really clamped down. All the point to the Fort Hays comes back and takes the lead. What's going through your mind as you're going through the last sequence there?
Yeah, I mean, we've talked all week about it's going to be a 10-round heavyweight fight. You know, there's 10 4-minute medias throughout the game. So, talked about putting your boxing gloves on and coming for a fight because we knew how tough those guys are. So it's just about staying in the moment, playing the next possession. I told them all week there's going to be some times where you're really frustrated, not being able to score like we usually do. But we won these games last year in this regional in the 50s and in the low 60s. When you play athletic, tough-minded teams like this from the MIAA especially, those guys are so good on the defensive end. So we knew it was going to be different. So as you get down close to the end of the game, I think it's what we expected to be a one-possession game. Just stay in the moment, try to make your free throws, cross your fingers, they miss one here or there, and there's so many plays back and forth. They had just 2 high-level intensity tip-ins that were just kind of loose balls that end up in the hoop. So we talk all the time about just staying in the moment, playing the next play, but especially against these guys, there are going to be some tough times and some frustrating times. Just stay with it, and you get all the way down to .00 on the clock, make a shot, and finish the game. So that's what March is all about, creating some of these core memories for these guys, and this is definitely going to be one that these 2 guys, but our entire team remembers for a long time.
Mattie, what was your thoughts when you first heard there was going to review?
Oh, I wasn't really thinking anything, to be honest. We had the board out. We were ready to keep playing if there was still time on the clock. So I'm now trying to keep an open mind about what the situation was, and yeah, if we kept playing, then get one more stop.
So he's saying he knew he got it off in time.
Yes.
We weren't worried about that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I wasn't worried.
We weren't worried about that.
Are there any questions at all? Well, if not, gentlemen, I will let you get ready for your next game tomorrow. Thanks
All
very much.
right,
Thank you.
thank you.